Okay, there we go. And we are live. Live once again on Friday nights. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I can see my levels is good, so I know y'all can hear me. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, I can hear me. I can hear me. All right, what's going on, y'all? I had a few people in here. As y'all know, we're gonna do a live round by round commentary, and this is the fight of choice. This is the fight of choice that we're gonna do. Okay. So let's see, we'll get started here in a minute. We're going to do this live round by round commentary for Stan Fairtex versus B Nguyen. And yeah, man. And the thing about this fight is it's on YouTube. You don't have to worry about having UFC Fight Pass. So if you want to pull up another tab or another browser, you can watch the fight too. So let me know if you want to do that so we can kind of stay along together. All right. So yeah, we will get started on this commentary, live round by round commentary in a minute here. I'm gonna give y'all a few minutes. Colton, what's going on, Colton? Oh, he's talking me and Anderson have a chance. I think she has a puncher's chance. Definitely has a puncher's chance. So yeah, if y'all want to watch this fight along with me, man, it's on YouTube. You just type in Stan Fairtex and B Nguyen. It's like the first fight to pop up. You know, One Championship put it on their website. You know, they'll post like fights after like a few months or after a week or so. You know, they'll usually like post like some of the highlight fights, some fights that are considered like the best in their organization. They'll post. So they definitely posted this one up here because it was in their top 100. So let me go ahead and pull this stream up here of the fight. Hang on 1 second. Okay, let's see. Just pulling this thing up here. Pulling it up on my another laptop here sitting next to me. Colton said, what do you think of a matchup of Stamp and the champion at atom weight in MMA? I don't know if Stan Fairtex looks good as a strawweight, because this fight here between her and B was at strawweight. I wonder if she can that'd probably be an interesting fight. I keep seeing, you know, Stamp is a strawweight now because she looks pretty strong. Girl looks strong as a strawweight. Oh, you said the Hawaiian girl. Which Hawaiian girl? The Hawaiian girl atom weight? Okay. There we go. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and do this, man. Shout out to Danielle H. You know, she had brought this fight up to me like a maybe like, I won't say a few weeks ago. It was like maybe a week ago. Asked if I wanted to talk about this fight here between Stan Fairtex and Nguyen. So I said, yeah, I'll probably go ahead and do a live commentary on this one because this was this was like one of Stamp's highlight fights, man. It was a good fight. It went to the cards, you know, it was a decision win, but it was still a good fight. You know, it was a good three round decision for Stan Fairtex. Really good fight, man. Let's see, strawweight. Yeah, it was at the strawweight limit, November 8th, 2019. Let's see. Let's look at the tail of the tape for these fighters at the time. Stan Fairtex versus B Nguyen. Stan was 2-0. B was 5-4. And let's see, Stan Fairtex, yeah, she's 5'2". She just looked bigger in there. You know, she's only 5'2", but she just looked bigger because B is only 4'11". You know, so B was fighting the strawweight here. Maybe B should have been at maybe B should be an atom weight. And B she trains out of Jackson Wink Gym still. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna get started here in a minute. Just letting this stream on the fight pick up here. Had to restart this computer. But yeah, man, Stan was only 2-0 at the time, and you know she's a champion in kickboxing as well. Oops, hold on. Excuse me, Muay Thai. Sorry, just trying to restart this sucker here. Yeah, so yeah, Stan Fairtex, you know she's a multi-division champion now. She's a Muay Thai champion as well. So yeah, this girl's got a lot of discipline, man. She's got a lot of tools under her belt as a fighter, a very strong fighter. And I had to give B a lot of credit going into this one. You know, 4'11", fighting at 115, it's pretty tough. You know, that's really tough. Like fighters like her, Brianna Van Buren, I think they do need to make an atomweight division for fighters like that. You know, fighters for their size, their stature, they need to be at 105. Because, you know, when you talk about strawweight, it's 115, but you're going to deal with, like, fighters like Joanna, Marina Rodriguez, them tall, long fighters that they can blow up. They can be pretty big fighters. Because Joanna, she's a big strawweight, you know. So fighters like that belong in that division. But these shorter fighters that really have trouble getting in on the inside, they do need to be at an atomweight, like an atomweight limit. So the UFC needs to really rethink that. So yeah, let me go ahead and pull this fight up. We get started. And yeah, like I said, if you want to watch it on YouTube, it's on YouTube. Just type it in if you want to watch it along. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna cut the sound down, of course. All right, fight is starting. Stan Fairtex is in the center of the octagon, center of the ring. This is in the ring, just in case you're not watching. And Nguyen, she is on the outside. You can see that size difference in height advantage that Fairtex has. Nguyen is circling. She's way out of reach. She's really trying to find a way in, you know, since she's so short. She's trying to find her way. She's working those angles, circling. Stan Fairtex, she's dictating she's dictating the center of the ring, man. Oh wow, there you go. Pair of left hands land for Nguyen. She punches her way in, and that's what you got to do. If you're a shorter fighter, you gotta feint. She's feinting. She punches her way in. She catches Fairtex. Fairtex slips. Fairtex, she goes into that clinch. Hip toss, throws Nguyen to the ground, gets back up, and she is firing knees. And this is what I'm talking about with Stan Fairtex, man. She can throw them big knees as soon as she gets in the clinch like it's nothing. That's how she controls these clinches. B Nguyen trying to go to those underhooks. She's got that body lock, trying to take her down, man. But Fairtex is too strong. She's working them knees. She's leaning in the corner, just comfortable working knees to the body on Nguyen. Taking that air out of her and just, wow, dropped her. And she dropped Nguyen. Nguyen still holding on. Fairtex is working that body. Right hooks to the body, knees to the body. Nguyen is really trying to take this fight to the ground. But the takedown defense of Fairtex is just too much, man. She's just too strong. Very planted on her feet, but at the same time, she can fire off knees and then go right back to her balance. She's sprawling right now. She's got this widespread. Nguyen is holding on. Not really getting any work in. She's just holding on to her. Trying to look for that trip, or she's trying to find that opening to get Fairtex to the ground. See, Nguyen tried to wrap her right leg around Fairtex, but the way she's positioned, she couldn't get the takedown. So now Fairtex reverses and gets Nguyen on her back. Now they're on the ground. Damn, Fairtex is working that body. She is working her body. Yeah, now she has the top position on the ground and she is punching. She is working. Fairtex has some pretty decent wrestling in there. I mean, the way she can like position herself too. Wow, Nguyen is taking a beating there. Fairtex got that back now. She's got that back in a clinch. And she is just kneeing the back of Nguyen's legs. See, she's kneeing everywhere. Like, she's going to work you any way she can. She's throwing strikes anywhere. And her strikes got bad intentions. All right, now they separate. Fairtex is smiling. She's comfortable in there, man. She's back to the center of the ring. I keep saying octagon. Center of the ring. Nguyen back on the outside, trying to feint to get in there. I think she's way too far. I mean, she needs to try to start working some leg kicks and switch levels, and then try to go in for like a single leg. She keeps trying to go in for that body lock, and Fairtex just too strong. Okay, Nguyen is closing the distance a little bit, but Fairtex still dictating the pace of the center of the octagon. I said it again, didn't I? Just got so used to it. All right, got a minute and 20 seconds left. Ooh, big left hand. Big left hand from Nguyen. That's what she has to do. Like, she has to pick her shots from the outside and straight get out. She has to hit her and get out. She catches a body kick from Fairtex. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. She tried to go for the single leg, man, but hey, Fairtex is just well balanced. Like, Fairtex hopped all the way to the other side of the ring, man. Hold on, let me go back there. All right, so here's what I was talking about. Nguyen tries to, she times a kick, she catches it and tries to get a single leg, right? Here it goes. She's going to throw that body kick. She catches it. Still can't get her down. Fairtex hopped all the way to the other side of the ring to plant her back to the ropes. And now she's in a clinch and she's working that body again, man. Damn. That's what I'm saying. Her balance, man. Her balance is so good. That's why her takedown defense is on point. Speaking of Fairtex, that is. Okay, now Nguyen has an underhook. She's in the clinch with the underhook. She's trying to work the right hand. Boom. Dictate. Oh, no. Fairtex back in that clinch. Fairtex, she had that little burst. Fairtex got a Muay Thai clinch again. Back into a clinch. Uh-oh. Fairtex made this real quick little transition right here to a Thai clinch. It's coming. She's working knees, and boom, she switches it. Big knees to the body. Big knees. Right hands up top. Damn. As they break, she is landing. Like 4 right hands on Nguyen. Back to the center of the ring, man. She's dictating the pace of this fight, inside and outside. Actually, Nguyen's better work, her better chances. 15 seconds left. Nguyen's best work is from the outside. I'm not gonna lie, because you know, if she could be fast and land straight left hands and just move side to side and stay completely out of range, then she's fine, because Fairtex is just too strong in the clinch. All right, 10 seconds left. And Fairtex finished that round backing up, land a couple of good right strikes. So let me pause right there. See what you said in the comment. Yeah, man, Fairtex is like very strong. That's what I'm saying. Like her her takedown defense is on point. You know, her balance is a very big contributor to her takedown defense. You got to have balance. Like the way she hopped to the other side of the ring was just crazy, man. Like Nguyen timed the body kick. She caught it, tried to take her down with a single leg, but she had to hop all the way to halfway across to the other side of the ring to safety. You know, to put her back on the ropes. And then she went into a tie clinch again and just started working Nguyen. But what's crazy is like Nguyen is 5'4", but seems like her best work is from the outside. Like she's actually landing some good straight left hands from the outside whenever she does like this little feint and slip, and then she'll like leap in and land like one or two shots and then step back outside. So being the shorter fighter, she actually has to fight from the outside because Fairtex is just too strong on the inside. Can't take her down, and then if you try to go into a clinch with her, she's beating you with those knees. All right, so okay, there's a straight left hand. Nguyen trying to punch away, and just looking at the instant replay, Fairtex catches her, tags her with the right hand. Then in those clinches, man, like she's just eating big knees all day. And she dropped her with the knee to the body. She buckled from that body shot. Then she started punching her to the body too. So I'm talking about Fairtex just got an arsenal, you know, knees, kicks, strikes, elbows. As soon as she gets into a clinch, it's just open season. Your body's open season. She's just gonna let go on you. There's no wrestling and there's no resting. As soon as she grabs that clinch, she's working. Yeah, so Nguyen to me has to pick it up from the outside. Like being a shorter fighter, shorter, faster fighter, you can work from the outside, in my opinion. All right, let's see. Second round is starting. All right, back into the center of the ring. Nguyen trying to find a way in. Feinting with that jab. She's closing the distance here. Needs to paw out that jab a little bit more measured so she can land that straight left hand. You know, she just missed with it. Fairtex just kind of relaxing. She's waiting. Oh, and there she goes. She catches her with the clinch, works that body. They break, and she kicks her with the body kicks. That's what I'm talking about. Fairtex is working. Tie clinch, knees. As soon as they break, she lands a body kick. So if you're in her range, she's going to work you. Damn, big leg kick by Fairtex. Nearly sweeps Nguyen off her feet, man. All right, good angles. Good angles from Fairtex. Making her miss, and she's smiling. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's how confident she is right now. Every time she steps back and makes Nguyen miss, she just smiles because she's getting comfortable in there. Still controlling from the center of the ring, man. Kind of how Marina Rodriguez fight. Marina Rodriguez isn't as aggressive. You know, she's a little bit more of a counter puncher, where you can see here, Fairtex will set her feet, boom, body kick. Ooh, good left hand from Nguyen, man. She did tag her on the inside. That's what I'm saying. Let them hands go. Step back out. Good left hook from Nguyen, though. It's a bit of a chess match right here. Fairtex missed with that check left hook. That's what I'm saying. Those feints are working from Nguyen. Nguyen is like stutter stepping, making her miss a little bit and catching her on the inside. Nguyen's doing better this round. Ooh, good straight left hand to the chest. Good straight left hand to the chest by Nguyen. That's what I'm saying. Short fighters can fight on the outside. People don't understand. You don't need long reach. If you got speed and accuracy, you can fight on the outside. If you 4'11", I don't care. Timing. But Fairtex just all around better. Okay, she's making her miss. Both missed some shots here. Still playing chess in the center. Good leg kick by Fairtex. Fairtex is always poised. She's always ready to strike. That's what makes her so dangerous. Yep, Nguyen tried to shoot in for that takedown. Goes right into a clinch. She's eating big knees again. Eating them big knees to the body. Fairtex puts her back to the corner again on the ropes, and she's throwing big elbows. Ooh, big right hand on the break. See, that's what I'm saying. Muay Thai fighters are dangerous. When you try to break with them, they're not done yet. On your way out, they're going to hit you with an elbow or, you know, that forearm or a right hand. Big shots. All right, 2 minutes left in the round. Nguyen taking a little break now. She's back on the outside, just kind of waiting, kind of feinting her way in once again. Fairtex misses with the head kick. Okay, here we go. Trying to punch her way in, but she misses. Nguyen trying to punch her way in there. Fairtex just good at measuring distance, man. She's just good at measuring and staying right in front of you. Seeing everything coming, man. So Nguyen, like, has to go for more single legs and not just, you know, double leg takedowns. You go for like a double leg or a body lock on like Fairtex, boom, there she goes. Eats a big knee for trying to go in for body lock, just as I said it, man. You try to go in for those body locks with her, she's going to go for the clinch. She's going to grab your head and she's going to start kneeing. She doesn't think about it. It just flows. Like, you can't think all the time. If you know you have it, just let it go. That's what Bernard Hopkins said about the right hand in boxing. You just got to let it go. If you know it's going to land, let it go. Don't think. Ooh, big exchange. Big exchange in 15 seconds. Fairtex landed some good right hands on the inside. Taking some shots to give him. Fairtex pretty much won this round. I think Nguyen had some good moments, you know, in like the mid part of the round. She definitely had some good moments, landing a few shots here and there, but inside, outside, it's still all Fairtex. Fairtex ain't even like pumping a jab out either. You know, she's not even like pumping a jab. She's throwing a lot of kicks in this fight and doing a lot of good clinch work. Good right hand. Ooh, let's see that again. Coming up on the end of the round. Ooh, big right hand on the inside by Fairtex. This is Nguyen try to throw that left hand. Fairtex doing a little shimmy, man, raising her hands at the end. She knows she's winning this fight, doing her little dance. I like this girl. You gotta like this girl, man. All right, in the round two, pretty much all Fairtex. Good work on the inside, good work on the outside. Nguyen had a couple of good moments. You know, Nguyen did a little bit of boxing from the outside, but every time she goes in for these takedowns, she just puts herself at risk to get hurt in the clinch by those knees. And going for, like I said, a body lock is dangerous on Fairtex because when you try to grab that body, she's gonna just start knee. She don't even think about it. Knees start flying and they hurt. Knees start flying and then she's hitting you to the body with the right hands as you drop. So single legs are what you need to take somebody like Fairtex down. You know, I just think that Nguyen needs to be a little bit more in range, like she was in the first round, to catch the body kick. And yeah, that's how she have a little bit more success. But man, Fairtex, too many tools, man. Let me check the chat here real quick. What's going on, Ernest Richardson? What's going on, Savage? Savage, what's going on, man? About to come up here on round 3. Like I said, the fight's on YouTube, so if y'all want to watch it along with me, you know, big knees in this instant replay. After she breaks from the knees, she's throwing 1-2s. That's beautiful work, man. Hope everybody's good. Ernest, that Savage, Colton. Hope everybody doing good. Ooh, big knee. Big knees in this instant replay, man. Wow. And they really make you buckle. Like Nguyen, I got to give her credit. She is taking some hellacious exchange. I'm going to say even exchanges. Hellacious knees in this clinch, man. All right, so let's go on to round 3. Nguyen needs a submission or she needs a knockout to win. You know, we just got to be real, man. Fairtex raising her hand. She knows it's so. She knows she got it. All right, they touching gloves. Center of the ring. Pulling the jab out Fairtex. She's measuring that distance. Nguyen trying to feint her way in. Lets a 1-2 go and misses. Got to double that jab and then step to her left a little bit more. Misses with the kick by Mao. Ooh, good body kick by Fairtex. That's the reaction she wants. These kicks are moving Nguyen. Nguyen, she's getting like moved by these shots. Even when she blocks, good check left hook from Fairtex. This is Nguyen tried to step in. She timed her. Ooh, good front kick to the chest. Front kick to the chest from Fairtex. Fairtex just fluid, man. She's just fluid with these shots. It's a tough style for this is just a tough style for Nguyen. Nguyen just can't get in and get any work done. Nguyen pawing with that jab, misses with another straight left hand. I think it's her angle too. She misses the way she throws a straight left hand. It's missing. Wow. She tried to spin him back fist, but missed that. See. She makes her. Well, Fairtex is stepping to her right, so she should be able to land it. Okay, they're just kind of waiting here in the middle. Playing chess again, playing chess. Ooh, straight left hand. Ooh, good body kick by Fairtex. Body kick from Fairtex, boy. Damn. There you go. Nguyen's punching her way in now. Ooh, ooh. And she paid for it, though. Big knee again for Fairtex, and she was grabbing that head. All right, y'all. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left to work. Good body kick from Fairtex. She'll just fling that body kick out every now and then, just to kind of grab, just to kind of grab some points. Nguyen is just missing by a mile with these kicks. She probably needs to stop with these like head kicks. Like if she just works the leg kicks, that would be better. Like if Nguyen just started like landing on the lead leg of Fairtex, that might be better. Or even the body, but those high head kicks she's missing, man, because just too short. She's trying to work though. I gotta give her credit, man. She is staying busy. She's throwing. Good straight left hand by Nguyen. And she does another one. Okay. Ooh, good leg kick, but big right hand by Fairtex. Nguyen lands a leg kick and boom, she counters with the right hand, knocks Nguyen's head back. Oh, snap that head back hard. She's stepping back now. I think that buzzed her a little bit. Oh, here she comes. Left hook, right hook by Fairtex. She's backing her up. 1:49 left. Fairtex just accurate, boy. Just too accurate. Back to control in the center of the ring. Oh yeah, she looks a little winded. Ooh, good right hand on the inside by Fairtex. She was stepping in. Nguyen stepped in to a right hand. Caught that right on the chin. Man, Nguyen is eating some big shots here, but she is staying in this fight. Well, I gotta give her credit for that. And she's still trying. Look, she goes in for a 1-2, misses, eats a body kick from Fairtex. Fairtex just ripping that midsection now. Now she goes up to the chest. Another big right kick. Ooh, tie clinch again. Knees, elbows. Right hand on the break. Big right hand. 50 seconds left. Ooh, man. This is she is transitioning her Muay Thai style into MMA very well. The competition is going to get tougher and tougher, like even if you go to the UFC, but she's just like very, very strong. 25 seconds left to work. Big right hand from Fairtex. She's backing her up. She's walking Nguyen down now. Backing Nguyen up. Nguyen is still trying though. Trying to find something. Fainting. She's fainting. Oh, she's punching her way in again. Misses. 10 seconds left. Fairtex. Big knee to end it. Ooh, big knee right hand. Ooh, raising her hands up. And it's over. Good fight, man. That was a good fight. That was really good performance by Stan Fairtex. Good spirit out of B Nguyen. Let's see these highlights. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Look, you got to make these shots count on this instant replay. Let's see. Nguyen. Hold on here. Let's see. Let me play it back here. Okay. Nguyen was punching her way in. 1, 2. She missed. And Fairtex grabbed her with a clinch and landed a big knee, another big knee. And as they break, she lands that right hand. That's what I'm saying. Like, her work is very dangerous. And a lot of fighters, they're like, you know, it's hard to say like where they can find their range at with her. Like, can they fight her on the outside or should they fight her on the inside? I don't know, because like she's just so dangerous from either angle. Look, big forearms and elbows in the clinch, knees, and every time she breaks, she lands the right hand. Like, not too many fighters do that. Even in not too many fighters even do that in UFC level. Like, some fighters, they fight on the inside, they fight with the clinch. You know, they fight in the clinch a little bit, but they never throw like the forearms. They never throw the elbows. You know, like they'll throw a few knees, but Fairtex is committed to the knees. You know what I mean? Let's see. Ernest said, Rito versus Stamp. Who would you pick? Rito versus Stamp. I have to go with Stamp still. I'm going to go with Stamp Fairtex. Colton said we need a replay of Rose versus Jessica Andrade. Oh, man. Yeah, that was a good fight, though. I might have to do that one, Colton. I mean, should I do that now? I mean, what time is it now? Hold on. This one wasn't that long. Well, it was like 30 minutes. So it was like 15 minutes. So let me see. I might save that one. But yeah, man, I think like I said, B Nguyen, I think she would fare better at like atom weight. Actually, you know, I think she would be better at atom weight. Doesn't really have like the muscle like fighters like Tisha Torres. So I think she wouldn't have problems making 105. You know, in that 411, just looking at her in here, she did some okay things, but it still seemed like the height and the reach was problems for her, and the strength. Not even the height and the reach, but the strength. You know, the strength of some of these fighters like Stan Fairtex, and then when you talk about fighters even like in the UFC, like Bellator, these type of straw weights with power and strength, you really won't make it that far. You really won't make it that far. You really won't. And I think, you know, an all-around fighter, like, say if Stan Fairtex wasn't really good in the clinch, then this fight would have been more an even playing. It probably would. She would have more chances. But when you're dealing with a well-rounded stand-up fighter, you know, their stand-up is this sharp and this on point, then you don't really have any answers, especially if you're just too small and you're not as strong, or you don't have that type of strength. You know, you don't have that type of strength to push forward into those clinches or even try to get a takedown. Like, some of her takedown attempts in the first round were just stuffed. They were just stuffed by either knees or just by the balance of Fairtex, you know. Like I said, she just grabbed a single leg and Fairtex just hopped all the way to the other side of the ring because, hey, she couldn't get her down because she's just too small and she's not strong enough for this division. Yeah, because this fight was at 115. So yeah, B Nguyen, it's not really looking like she's a fighter that would fare well in the 115 pound division in any organization, in my opinion. I think it just needs to stay as atom weight, or be an atom weight, excuse me. We need a, yeah, I said we need that replay. Yeah, it's a quick one too, so I don't know. Maybe I should do it now. Maybe now. I got to pull that thing up too. So Colton said, I think she got pile drived in the second. She did. It was a second round. It was a second round pile driver. Savage said, be sure you do the second Rose and versus Jessica fight whenever you do it. Thanks. Yeah, I'll do that one. That was a good fight, man. That was just all around good fight. I think that Jessica made some improvements in that fight. And man, if that would have been a 5-round fight, whew, Rose was wow. Like that fight, I don't know, man. Like too much fighting in the phone booth in there, man. Genesis, what's going on? Genesis said B is a horrible person. I don't know her. Why is she horrible? Why is B horrible, Genesis? I mean, like I said, I don't know her, so. Cole said Jessica Andrade was going to finish Rose in that second fight if she had 5 rounds. Yeah, man, it was looking like that. Let's see. Oh, TJ said no disrespect, but it's B Nguyen though, one-way traffic. Yeah, I mean, hey, she did what she had to do. It's still a fight that you gotta showcase your skill in, and I mean, Stamp did that for a third fight in MMA. You got to give her credit for that. So I'm not gonna take away from Stamp Fairtex's victory. I mean, she came into this fight 2-0, and did what she was supposed to do. Yeah, man, but that second Rose and Andrade fight, man, yeah, that was a good fight. That first fight pissed me off, man, because I was just like, man, Rose is just not committing to this. She's just not committing to this fight. Like, man, if she would have did what she had to do in the first, like, for the next 3, 4, whatever rounds you needed to beat Andrade, if you stopped her, you would have been good. She did what she did in the first round. Good movement, played the matador, boxed nicely. Then all of a sudden in that second round, you let Jessica Andrade get her hands on you. You let the Venus flytrap close on you and get you and just take you out. Colton said, I think Clarissa Shields has a lot of promise in MMA. Yeah, it's still out to say. It's still a lot to say. I think she does have some promise. I mean, her work ethic is looking good. Her work ethic is really out there. I mean, we still need to see actual fights before we can say what her heart's looking like. But I do like what she's doing in the gym as far as what I'm seeing from her. I don't even know like what she's doing behind the scenes, but as far as her commitment to it seems like it's there. Her commitment's there. So I'm looking forward to seeing what she can do. But damn, man, some of these fighters on the PFL level, I think they're pretty much, they still have some skills that Clarissa don't have, so it's still a dangerous fight. See, we talk about Kayla Harrison. Kayla has surpassed the PFL now. She needs to go on and take better challenges, right? She needs to take on better challenges. But for Clarissa, even this step up for her it's a big challenge. I heard Pacheco was checking for Clarissa, so even a fight like that would be tough. TJ said, not saying B is trash, but we'll watch her fight. Yeah, I've already seen some of her fights. My girl Lindsay, she got her out of there. Lindsay Van Zant, she had I can't remember how she had beat her, but yeah, she got her out of there. But yeah, maybe I'll do that first Rose fight next time. Yeah, we'll see. I might do that next time. Hang on 1 second, y'all. Just checking the message here real quick. All right. Yeah, man. So moving forward from here, like Stamp, I think what she 5-0 now. Let me double check. Stamp Fairtex is like 5-0. I think when she makes that move over to the UFC, that'll be interesting. Let's see. Yeah, she's 5-0 now. I'm sure she'll fight a few more times for one. But she definitely got like the character to be kind of a superstar. Definitely got that personality and that style. But I think as she gets over to the UFC, you have to start dealing with a lot of ground fighters too, because like right now she's beating a lot of stand-up fighters. But I want to see how she fares against some ground fighters. Her takedown defense looks good here, but yeah, I do want to see Stamp Fairtex in like some fights where she has to go to the ground. She has good takedown defense, and she can stop some of these fighters in like mid take. It's like okay, that works. But when you start dealing with like the ground fighters, it's going to be a different story. But if she could continue to do what she's doing on that level, then hey, let's see. Colton said, "Is Rose mentally strong enough to be champion?" I think she is. I mean, I think she's. Let's put it. I think she's mentally strong enough to get the belt back. But as far as holding it, I don't know. That's up to her. Like if she wants to hold on to it and defend it. Like becoming a champion is a little bit easier than defending it and staying consistent. Like I see a lot of fighters in the past, like shit, you see a lot of fighters now that can win a belt and they lose it in the next fight. So there's a lot of people that are mentally strong enough to become a champion, but are they able to be mentally strong enough to stay in it for the long haul? That's like two different stories almost, TJ says Stamp in the UFC, I can't see it. Hey, with all these other fighters you see that don't belong, shoot, I can see it. There's fighters in there now that you see in the UFC. So I could definitely see Stamp in there eventually, Maybe not this year. Perhaps next year. I can see Stamp in there. Yeah, you got Daniel Wolf in the UFC, right? Yeah, they do. For the most part, they do. But I think, I could see it. I could see it happen. I think it would have to be some, big offer. Like, I just see her doing so many things right now. Like she's a Muay Thai fighter. She's had Muay Thai fights. She's had kickboxing fights. She's in mixed martial arts now. So she's kind of jumping the spectrum a little bit here. So I think she would actually want to take that chance and do that. Same as these, big champions like Valentina was a boxer, kickboxer. Comes to the UFC with mixed martial arts. She's doing a little bit of everything. I mean, if she didn't either, I wouldn't be surprised. But I could see it. Colton said Valentina always says that in interviews it's harder to stay the champion and become a champion. It is, man. It is like, I mean, you can think about it like there's a lot of men out here or women out here who know how to get into a relationship. They just don't know how to keep it, right? You can compare it to that. There's a lot of people who can make it through interviews, job interviews. They can get the job, but they don't know how to keep it. You can liken it to that. You know, I know a lot of people out here that say, oh man, they got the game to get this girl, they get the girl, or girl gets a guy, they get married, but they don't know how to keep the marriage. Divorce within the next month or so. You know, it's like that, man. Being champion, it's like a marriage, you know, it's a lot of work. You got to know if you built for that from the jump. Actually, becoming a champion might be easier than maintaining a marriage. Not that I was ever married before, but anyways. But yeah, man. Like I said, just came on here to do another live commentary, and y'all done give me some good picks for the next ones. I mean, Rose, Andrade. I know TJ's gonna like that one. TJ gonna like that fight. Andrade versus Rose 1. Because I'm gonna do that one first. I'm gonna do Jessica Andrade versus Rose Namajunas 1. I'll do that one first, so I know TJ he gonna like that fight. But Colton said, "How far do you think Miranda Maverick can go?" I think she can go pretty. I think she can definitely get into the top 10 by the end of this year, depending on how she looks. You know, if she gets Jillian Robertson out of there in the coming weeks, I think that she'll probably be like a top 10 fighter by the end of the year. She'll probably either be 9 or 10 by the end of the year. You know, if she beats Jillian Robertson, if she gets a fight like Andrea Lee, Antonina, Roxanne, if she beats like a Roxanne, or if she takes on the Macy Barber versus Macy Barber Alexa Grasso winner, that would get her in there. TJ said, "I'm not a Rose hater. I just recognize her limitations," which means you'll probably enjoy that fight. Oh, you know, whatever you probably do enjoy it now. Everybody's seen it now, but I mean, you probably enjoy the replay of it. Oh, TJ said, UFC isn't held to the same esteem in the East. We think it's a gold standard. They certainly don't. No, like y'all talk about beating Nguyen, but you know, beating Nguyen was doing this interview, but what she was saying made a lot of sense. Like, where was she doing this interview? Like, beating Nguyen made a lot of sense about something you just brought up there, TJ. She was talking about, you know, mixed martial artists and their gyms here in America, and like the standard they hold their fighters at. It's almost like they praise wannabes versus like when you train Muay Thai, you know, overseas, Thailand, when you're out there actually training, I can't remember how she phrased it, but she was like, they're not impressed with all of this talk. They're not impressed with what you did in the past. They're not impressed with your accomplishments. You know, they want to see you work right there. Like, they judge you by what you can do there, and have you ever fought before? Have you really, really fought before? They don't really praise like the bragging and the boasting type stuff there. So she made a good point about that. Yeah, like that's kind of even what you're saying right there. Like, the UFC standards and gyms here, a lot of it's just so much about, it's still about the fight in these gyms, of course, because you see people that come out, but the grind is much harder there, and it's much more respected, where I think here they respect a lot of the egos and the trash talking a little bit more here. That's why you have to be like a trash talker to a lot of these casual fans out there, because they want to see somebody who talks a lot of trash and has that WWE demeanor more so than the hard work and the grind. And that's why I respect Wei Lee, because, she'll talk when it's necessary, but Wei Lee is about the grind. Wei Lee is about the action. That's what I care about. And, Wei Lee is like the perfect example of like the opposite of what these other champions and, they're about. Robert Henry said, yeah, good work. Appreciate that, man. He said no Rose hater. Oh, yeah, he said no. Oh, he said he is a Rose. Colton said Jessica Andrade is hard for anyone to deal with. I'm really surprised Joanna could keep her off in that distance. Yeah, man, Joanna got to respect all day long, man. That girl's skill is on point. I wonder if she could do it again in the second fight. That's a good question, Colton. Like, right now, I think that, I don't know, y'all let me know. Jessica Andrade at 125 might be the most dangerous Jessica Andrade. I think this might be the weight for her. I think 125, she might be her at her most strongest and her most powerful. I mean, we haven't really seen enough yet, but something about her physique in this Caitlyn fight and just the way she's been looking in training, from what I've been able to pull up and see, she's been looking a little bit better. I mean, we still early to tell, but if Joanna and Jessica fought at 125, that would be really, really interesting. I still think it would be the same in some parts, though. I just think Joanna's jab is just too much for her. I don't think that Andrade has improved enough technically to handle what Joanna brings. Maybe physically, she might be a little bit stronger. Physically, she might be stronger, because she's just like a natural athlete, and she's got the natural muscles. But yeah, I think technically the outcome would be the same, but it would be it would all come down to if she can use the strength and get her down and keep her down. Especially, looking at Jessica Andrade and her improvements, like, there really is none. There really is none. Like, she's just letting her body fill out. Genesis. Yeah, Genesis says it's going to be the same at 125. Yeah, like, I give her a little bit of a chance, but I'm like, it would have to be something physical. It would have to do with something physical in there, like where she would just land something big on the inside or do some damage. But when you're looking at skill wise, it's not much. It's not much different. TJ said, Here's as always, I like to see X in the UFC, but look how they do people. Fighters like Bellator, they're like one. UFC, ask Mighty Mouse or Yoel. Yeah, Yoel and Yoel got dirty, man. Mighty Mouse too. Like, Mighty Mouse was a champion, man. Like, yeah. Who did I talk to? I talked to one fighter, and they were like, I'm not really thinking of the UFC as an end game. I had to give her respect. Like, there's one fighter I was doing an interview with. I can't remember, but she was like, yeah, I know a lot of people always say their end game is the UFC, but she was like, I'm just trying to fight and take it fight by fight. So yeah, like, I don't know why people have to think of the UFC as like an end game, yeah. TJ said, I'm just saying I get why they say no and stay where they are. Yeah, definitely, man. Because I said this too, TJ. I think that Cyborg's being cut and going to Bellator put her in a better position than Amanda Nunes, honestly. I know Amanda Nunes got it made. She's double champion and Hall of Famer, considered the best in the world. But I think as far as like marketing wise for Cyborg and just a good representative where she's from, I think she's kind of made off better. She's turned even getting cut from the UFC into something bigger and better than what Nunes holds as a brand, if that makes sense. Coach said, do I think Andrade is dirty? I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't know. Like, what did Nate Diaz say about everybody? I mean, I don't know. I don't think so though. For the most part, I don't think so. Yeah, Colton said if you're going to dedicate your life to the sport, then everybody knows UFC is where you get the glory. I don't know. I kind of disagree with that, Colton, because glory is wherever you can find it, because there's a lot of fighters that what is glory, what is it really? If the UFC is the end game, like what is really the glory then? I think it's just more of a bigger platform. It's just almost like being seen on MTV, like a good artist just being seen on MTV. But everybody knows MTV don't play the best music. They just play the most popular music. Yeah, I think the UFC does a terrible job with female fighters overall. Yeah, like of course, there's just going to be your breakout fighters in the UFC, right? But overall, like they do a very they're doing a very shoddy job with some of the marketing of these women. Like, why are some of these women having to auction stuff out on eBay? Beck, Jessica Andrade, they're over here. Angela Hill, they're over here auctioning off their their gear on eBay, and these fighters shouldn't have to do that. You can only count like a handful of fighters that are good financially and being taken care of. But overall, like as a whole, for these ladies, the other ladies don't really know about brand and longevity. They just know about the fight. Like your handful of girls that aren't that are not gonna auction stuff off for like Rose, Nomi, Rose, Joanna, Wei Lee, Valentina, Nunez, Holly Holm, uh, Nunez. I say Nunez, right? Yeah, those fighters like that are gonna be only fighters that don't auction stuff off because they got it. They're in a better position. Yeah, UFC is big with casual fans, but I remember the glory of M1 Global, a smaller pro. Yeah, those smaller promos. Yeah, and that's why I was kind of saying like it's the music type of thing too. Like every now and then MTV will recognize a good artist, but that's very rare. Like they're more about the popularity. They're not really gonna pick the artist off of popularity. It's more off of like marketing and just being out there. Like if somebody was to say, "Oh, my ultimate goal as a singer is to be on MTV," I mean, like not for every single singer. Just as long as you get the respect you deserve as what an artist should be. Ernest said Whaley is booked in Singapore. What's your reaction? My reaction, ooh, I saw that today, man. I was like, who's it gonna be? Ernest, I was like, who's it gonna be? I was like, finally, finally. It's in April too, right? Now it's coming down to who's it gonna be. Will it be Rose or will it be Carla? It's still kind of being thrown out there, right? Because I think it's supposed to be for what UFC 261. Should be 261 if I'm counting off the top of my head correctly. Yeah, man. First of all, I'm just glad to see Whaley back. It's coming up a year and some change, so I'm just glad to see her back in there. But everybody, we know the fight we want. We know the fight that we need right now. Don't play with the fans. It's been a rough 2020. They know the fight that we want. Okay, so Robert said fighters have been through the UFC and have almost completely forgotten having been stars or even truly have had a good experience. Yeah, Oh yeah, LFA's got some fights tonight. I gotta watch that Tabitha Ricci girl. She's fighting. What is her name? Grimes, Marie Grimes. Tabitha Ricci. I've been seeing her on Instagram a little bit. Been keeping up with her. Uh, it's like on the undercard of LFA tonight. I think it starts at 9, so I'm gonna check that out. Zuwak versus Sharapova tomorrow. Dang, is it what is tomorrow? January 30th? Zuwak. Yeah, having not been started. Okay, I got you, Robert. Okay, Colton, my pick on Poliana Viana versus Mallory Martin. Mm, that's a tough one. Mallory Martin is tough, man. Like Mallory Martin is tough on her feet. Kind of like Pena, a little bit reckless at times. I know she got submitted by Verna a while back. I think, I'm gonna go with Mallory Martin's got the better striking. Colton. I'm gonna go with Mallory Martin for right now. I'm gonna go with Mallory Martin for right now. TJ said if it's not Rose, that's a duck. I mean, look. I mean, yeah, Rose says she's ready, so we when Rose says she's ready, we're all just kind of waiting for a date now. We shouldn't even be talking about is it going to be Rose or Carla, right? You know what I mean? We should all just be like, what day? We all waiting on the date. Whaley versus Rose is what day? That's all we got to say now. We shouldn't be guessing, right? Cold and crazy. Like pound for pound, prettiest girl in MMA. So it depends on how you look at it. If that stands for something, you know. I don't know, man. You might need to take a look at. I ain't jumping off top, but you might need to take a look at Alejandra Lara. To me, I'm just saying, Alejandra Lara, man. Yeah, yeah. Alejandra Lara is something though. Yeah. Whaley. Let's see. Whaley's got this thing booked for April. I want to say right. April. Whaley's next fight. Colton said we don't know Alejandra Lara. Shoot. Who don't? I do. Bellator flyweight. You should know her. Yeah, this is something I gotta make a video on. Gotta bring some news like this. Um, but that's the thing, man. It's like okay, Whaley is booked, but not Rose. So I know how some people might feel about that. It's supposed to be Whaley versus Namajunas booked for April. That's all it's supposed to say at this point, right? But yeah, let's see. Whaley to headline Singapore card in April. Still in the early stages, but the UFC is targeting a show on April 17th to the 24th in Singapore with Whaley as the headliner. Okay, so yeah, early stages for something set for Whaley to come back, but it still doesn't say who. So we know she's coming back this year. Namajunas would be the natural candidate to contest Zhang for the title. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's all we got. Really, pretty much. The 17th to the 24th is the date they're looking to set this headliner for in Singapore. And yeah, Ernest, man. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I want to see her come back and defend her title. I know she's ready. she's staying ready. You see her training, you know, she's staying ready, man. She's just always on it. And it's time for a release, man. You can only do so much with training. I hate this, you know. I know she's probably keeping it balanced, but I don't want to see her overtrain. I just think it's time to release now. So whoever the opponent is, yo, she's got to get in there and do it. Colton said, why would she need to be evaluated, Colton? I don't know. Did she do something? But yeah, man, I'll be back on live. I don't know, I might come back on tomorrow, but I know I'm coming back on Sunday. We're gonna talk. And like I said, tomorrow, not tomorrow, but Sunday, you know, I come on, I'll talk for maybe like 30 minutes or something, then do some open links, you know, to give y'all my thoughts on the topic. So still haven't thought of the topic. I'm gonna just do it as a on Sunday right there. You know, it's gonna be on the spot. So yeah. But yeah, man, hope y'all enjoyed the live round by round for this one. But yeah, I'm gonna come back and do the one for Rose, Jessica Andrade, the first fight. You know, we'll sit down and watch that second round fight, man. Second round stoppage. Wow. I'm just playing it back here. Oh, is that why you saying that she needs to be? Yeah, I saw that, man. I saw all of that. Yeah, I remember that fight. But yeah, man, appreciate everybody coming through, everybody in the chat. Let's see, Colton, thanks for coming through. TJ 347, Robert Henry, Ernest, Genesis. Appreciate everybody coming through. But like I said, I'll be on either tomorrow at this time. I'm definitely gonna be on Sunday at this time around 7. So yeah, man. And I'll do another one of these probably in another 2 weeks, man. Like I said, I just like to pick a fight, go back and watch it, and after that, come back and drop it on here 2 weeks later. Yeah, she's got a personality, man. She got a personality. Okay, I was just doing this little update here on my computer. All right, before I go, one more question. If you got another question, Colton. One more question before I bounce here. All right, before I go, one more question. Just updating something here, so before I shut this thing down. Okay, let's see what you got. Last question. Colton said, yeah, who do you think could possibly beat Valentina? Damn, who could possibly beat Valentina at this point? Let's see. Man. Let me look at the rankings real quick. I just got to get a visual of these names. Not very many. Who could beat her? I mean, there's some people that could give her trouble or maybe win a round. And that's why I said before, there'll probably be somebody that could win a round on her but not beat her. Like Jennifer Maia was like the only fighter I felt won a round. But it takes more than winning a round. You got to be committed. Let's see. Who do I think could beat her? Yeah, TJ said Nunes. Always can go with that. That's on the. That's always my plan B. That's my plan B to go to, TJ. I was going to say Nunes if I couldn't think of anybody else because I really can't. Right? Hold on. Chikagan, no. Murphy, no. Maya, no. Calvillo, no. Calderwood, no. Araujo, there's really nobody in the top 15 that I could see. I mean, Jessica Andrade is the only one that's probably going to get the title shot, but even then, I don't see her winning. Lolita, what's going on? I was just going to say that, like, it would take a style like Manon Fiorot, who's developed now. I'm not saying Manon Fiorot is going to do it now. It would take somebody like Manon Fiorot who's committed to more than one thing, and she'd have to be evolved. Like, she's going to have to show more. Like, her drive and her momentum, as far as her mindset and her work ethic, could push her in that way, but she still got a lot to prove. Like, mindset wise, I think Manon would be that fighter. Because when I look at these other fighters in the top 10, as far as like mentally, I don't see any of them wanting to fight with Valentina. Fighters like Santos, Maverick, and Firo, I feel like they have potential. They have potential. There you go, Lolita. You just said it right there. They have great potential. That's all I'm saying. Like, they have that potential right now, but can they keep it when they get into the top 10 and top 5? So, yeah, if I had to say who could possibly do it someday, would probably be Firo. Maybe. But right now, like, when I'm looking at these other fighters, even Jessica Andrade, when I look at them, like, mentally and technically, like, none of them really want it. None of them really want that championship. You don't hear it. Like, even after JoJo's fight, she didn't say she wanted to fight. Lauren Murphy's not really, like, hounding or trolling Jessica. She's not hounding or trolling Valentina. She's not popping up everywhere saying, let's go champ. You know what I mean? That type of thing. Like, you know, you got to be on these people. And we know Caitlin Kagan, she couldn't do it. I'm just like, yo, like, these fighters in the top 10 aren't really in the mindset of wanting to be a champion or wanting to challenge Valentina. They're not even in the mind frame to disrespect her, to say, look, everybody's giving Valentina praise in the division. No, man, you got to disrespect her a little bit. Be like, nah, I'm better than her. Let me get that shot. Y'all got to talk like that. Nobody is talking like that. It's always, oh, I'll fight this person, or, oh, I'm not ready yet, or, you know, whenever, or whatever Dana White says. I'm like, come on, y'all. I think that fighters like Santos and like Firo, like, yeah, Firo don't even, like, I know that's a running joke to people that, you know, people that don't speak English, they're the dangerous ones, but it's almost true. Like, some of these Muay Thai fighters and some of these fighters like Manon Firo, their mindset isn't in the trash talk. Manny Pacquiao, his mindset wasn't in the trash talk. He's just like, let's go. Let's do this. Colton said, I really think you're sleeping on Jessica Andrade. She could possibly manhandle. That's what I'm saying. There's a possibility of that, but, you know, technically, I don't know. And she does have I will say, aside from the other fighters I named, Jessica Andrade does have the mindset to want to fight. I will give her that. Excuse me. Yeah, Lolita. Yeah, I read that. Okay, Lolita said maybe not now. Right. TJ said Manon would be interested more so than anyone else. It is. That's true. And more than you can think of. Like, Manon would be one of the most interesting ones just because of her mindset and the way she came into the game. Like, you don't hear her saying, oh, I don't know. I don't know who I want to fight. You don't never hear her saying that. You know she's going to want this fight. Because she was champion in UAE where she came from. She got signed to the UFC, so now she's ready to take on whoever she got to get to try to get a title shot. I think Manon has the right mindset, to become and stay champion. None of the flyweights want to face Shevchenko. We need to see Manon against one more serious competition before going too far, though. Yeah. If I was to throw Manon in there, let's see. I think Manon could fight Viviane Araújo and then maybe fight a top 5 fighter. If she beat Manon and she beat like Jessica Andrade or like Caitlin Kagan, first fight Viviane, then fight like Caitlin or Andrade, then we could say, okay, yeah. Yeah, Lolita, none of these flyweights want to face Shevchenko. Ask Cachoeira if she wants to fight Shevchenko. Well, we know the answer to that, girl. We know the answer to that, yo. That girl don't want to fight. I mean, she's already damn near got killed in that fight. Colton said Jessica talked pretty reckless, but then she got her head kicked off. And she still talks reckless. Yeah, she do, man. Like, there's just people like that. Like, there's certain type of people that just, they can talk all day. They can talk smack all day. You can beat them down and they still talk. So you just kind of got to give them that pass and say that's just their character, man. Is Valentina's sister going to live in her shadow, or can she become a champion? If she's going to become a champion, she's got to be a 135. I mean, I think the weight suits her better. But at the same time, she's not going to be champion here because she's not going to fight her sister. You know, I don't think she would want to, she wouldn't want to fight her sister. So being in the flyweight division, nah, she ain't going to be champion here because Valentina's got that belt. But I think 135 is where she need to be. To me, I think she just has some height and some size there that could give, 135 a good new look. I mean, you got fighters like Jocelyn Edwards in there, Carol Rosa on the come up, Julia Avila. Honestly, I'd like to see Antonia Shevchenko versus Julia Avila. I like to see her up at 135. Yeah, her obnoxiousness is even more funny whenever she's on the losing end, right? That's what everybody seems to get off on when that head kick comes, boy. Lolita said Antonina cannot defeat Amanda. I wonder if she wins in 135 by the time she retires. I mean, that fight would happen before it would happen, her fighting her sister. So you got to go somewhere, If you want to be a champion, you got to go somewhere where you can be a champion. So bantamweight would have to be it. Even if you don't win, you have to challenge it, I forgot. Yeah. I like that fight too, Lolita. I want to see Manon versus Antonina still. I still want to see that fight. Yeah, I want that fight still. Colton said, I think if her sister gets up to a title shot, then Valentina will go up to 135 and rematch Amanda. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, that could possibly be it too. Because, I mean, Valentina's on the verge of cleaning it out, right? So she might move up and vacate the belt, leave it there for her sister to take it. You know what I mean? That makes sense. Let's see here. Yeah, that would be interesting, though. Valentina's always said in interviews that a rematch between her and Amanda would inevitably happen. It would happen at 135, I think. Amanda can't make 125. It would have to be at 135 again. I mean, me personally, like, I don't want to see a rubber match since Nunes has two. The fight I would like to see, Antonina would never hold that belt. Stop. He said Antonina would never hold that belt. Which one? 135, 125? The fight I still want to see, let's say Nunes retires, the bantamweight belt becomes vacant, Valentina moves up and she fights GDR for that belt. That would be a good fight. I want to see Valentina versus GDR for the vacant belt if Nunes retires. That would be a good fight. I'm just, I know Valentina wants that fight, but me personally, like I said, I think that's just already kind of past now where seeing that rubber match. I don't think it's really gonna be like a big, big exciting fight that people are gonna call for, that really, really want to call for, even casual fans. I just think if like Nunes chooses to stay at featherweight, or if she retired, then she should vacate that belt now, and then her and GDR could fight for it. GDR versus Valentina would be interesting. TJ going in, boy. He said, "Man, Antonina will never hold any UFC belt. Everybody above her just retires at once." Yeah, that Nunes Cyborg fight, I think that would be like a rematch I'd want to see more so. That was an exciting fight, and just because both of them were at the top of the game, but man, Nunes, boy, she took it, man. I don't think she's that old, and I don't think she's that old, TJ. Uh, yeah, Colt said I don't think Nunes wants to retire. She has fire in her. I guess. I think she still has a fire. Yeah. Oh yeah, Lolita commented. You commented on a video about my email. Did you need an email like to send the link whenever you want to come on tomorrow or Sunday or whatever? Like, I probably just have to inbox your email. I don't really post email in the comment section. Colts, I want to know if Cyborg really declined the rematch with Amanda. I don't think she did. Honestly, like, I don't know personally, like behind the scenes, but I don't really think Cyborg would have like declined the rematch because that was the biggest fight to make, you know. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll probably have to. I don't even mess with YouTube that much as far as sending out messages, but can you still send out messages on YouTube? I just don't really post my emails on in comment sections like that. Fight is done, BJ. You're late. That's all I got to say to you, BJ. Fight is done. What's going on, man? Fight's been done, man. Colton said Cyborg was so volatile in the press conference beforehand. I think she was a little threatened by Amanda, and I wouldn't surprise me if she turned down a rematch. I don't think she would. I think she was just a little bit emotional in that first fight, and that's what cost her a win. But I don't really see her turning down. I don't see her turning down that because she's calling for the fight now too. So she says that's the one fight she wants. I don't see her turning down a fight though. You know. BJ. If you got time tomorrow, BJ, we need to do this live round by round with. You need to pick a BJ, pick a Jillian Robertson fight, and I'm gonna pick one of Miranda's fights, and we gotta go. Do this. We gotta do this, man. Pick the fight that makes you say, "Oh, she's gonna beat Miranda." I'll pick the fight where I say, "Oh, she's gonna beat Jillian." Cause ain't no fights on tomorrow, so I might pop up on 7. If you free around 7, BJ, we need to do that tomorrow then. Yeah, there you go. You see that, BJ? He said do the Jillian versus Macy fight. I'll pick one of Miranda's fights, and you do the Jillian versus Macy fight. Oh man. Let's see here. Close this out. That's okay. Yeah, man, but yeah, let me get up out of here now. I gotta go eat something real quick. But yeah, hold on here. 1 second. Okay. All right. Okay, y'all. So yeah, I'm about to get up out of here for real now. But yeah, I might pop back up tomorrow around 7. Do another. I might do another live fight with Miranda Maverick since her fight is coming up February 13th. And yeah, BJ, if you still around there, if you hearing me, you better pick a Jillian Robertson fight that you want to play, and do your round by round on. Cause I'll do the Miranda, you do that Jillian fight, then. So yeah, thanks everybody for coming through. And yeah, man, 7 o'clock tomorrow, that'll work. Just get yeah, tune in tomorrow and make sure y'all subscribe. Combo Breaker 99, I'm out. Peace.